Hey guys, how's everybody? Hello. Oh my God, you guys, this new moon in Scorpio is going to be insane. As always, I'm going to wait a few minutes to start getting into it so the chat can fill up. Guys, like literally, this new moon is going to be insane. I'm basically calling it mad genius, crazy making, super Lazarus season. Hey, Brooke. Hey. That's what I'm calling it because it really is going to be that crazy. Let's see. Hey, Danny. Hey, Brooke. Oh, Danny, I saw you texting me. I'm sorry. Things have been so crazy. I literally this is actually the first time I've been able to sit and chill. To me, this is sitting and chilling, even though I'm working technically. Let's see. Oh, actually, hold on. My light's in the way. There we go. Already emotional. Oh, it's even though this is a new moon Scorpio, there's going to be some emotion, but oh my God, you guys, people are going to be insane. People are going to be crazy. I'm telling you right now, people are going to be crazy. I might be avoiding people until the next new moon, if possible. I might, honest to God, people are going to be so crazy. Let's say Brooke's driving, so she'll be in and out until she gets home. Brooke, if you're driving, stop it. Let's see. Australia. Hey, Clyde. Oh, yeah. He was facing the camera earlier, and then he got all bothered when I started talking. Let's see. I'm definitely avoiding. Oh, I missed it. Let's see. I was almost hit by a car today. Oh, my God. And the lady flipped me off. Oh, yeah. It's going to be that crazy. People are going to be psychotic. You guys know me. Maybe I'm being a little dramatic. I don't think so, personally. But it's really going to be crazy. And, guys, I have a lot of notes. This is going to be a very long video, just get FYI. I've got 3 pages of notes, and I got really, tiny with them. Oh, jeez. Already making a mess. Hold on. I got, really tiny with it. It's crazy. There's a lot going on. Let's see. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't believe my birthday's tomorrow. That came really, really fast. Really, really fast. And I was, struggling with what I want to do for my birthday. But I am taking the day off. I am going to be taking the day off, so I won't be doing any videos. Which, by the way, patrons, I know I have the new moon Scorpio Patreon video scheduled for tomorrow. I'm going to have to move it to the 26th, but I promise I'll do an announcement about it. I decided I needed the day off to enjoy my birthday and other things. Got a lot going on over here. Let's see. Amen. Take the day off. Yeah, I was like, I think I should. And there are a couple things that I thought I could really do for myself, pamper myself a little bit. Wait, the fact that okay, I can't read that. Anyway, and I know this chat goes really fast. There's usually a lot of people in here. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna start getting into it. I've worked a lot today, and actually it's right before I got on the live, I started getting hit with energy. So I'm going to have to go slow. I'm going to try to make myself go slow is actually a better way to say it because there's a lot to go over. So the first thing I want to go over all the scorpionic energies and, of course, the new moon, generally speaking. Mars is doing some interesting stuff. There's a lot of Mars energy because Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and then there's Mars and Libra aspecting with a couple things. And then Uranus is adding a really big, insane aspect. It's a very strong aspect, and it's adding a lot of this crazy making psychotic behavior. Also the mad genius, though, when we kind of need that mad genius right now. And then I have some dates. How many dates do I got? Oh yeah, I've got 3 dates, including Mercury retrograde. So there's a lot to go over, but that's generally what the route I'm going to take with I can't speak, the organization of all of this. Let's see. Double Scorpio with Mercury and Scorpio. Oh yeah, my Mercury's in Scorpio too, and I'm a Sun Scorpio, and then I have Pluto in Scorpio. So I'm just like, but anyway, let's see. If it's that crazy for individuals, how bad will it be in politics? Oh, we'll talk about politics because that is going to be highly affected by this new moon in Scorpio. Yeah, there's a lot, guys. But okay. I'll give it a full 5 minutes, and then I'll start. I'll give it a full 5 minutes and then I'll start. Oh yeah, politics are about to get rowdy. Who just said that? Bisky M. Yeah, politics are about to get really rowdy. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time to kind of just work on your own shit, to be honest. It's gonna be a good time for that. And guys, when the politics get crazy, because they will get crazy, they will, don't let yourself get overwhelmed by that. don't let yourself get overwhelmed by that. Like, it's going to be really easy to get caught up in that, especially with all the shit we got going on and making us feel crazy ourselves. Yeah, just try not to get too wrapped up in the emotion of what politics will be bringing during this time. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get started. We're 5 minutes in. It's already rowdy, but I'm glad the BS is crumbling. Oh yeah, there's going to be more of that, but it's going to get crazy. Anyway, let's get started. Okay. So the first things first, this is a new moon in Scorpio. It's about 4 degrees. So early degrees is what you should be looking for in your houses. I think it's about 8:30 p.m., right? Like about 8:30 Pacific time. So when any moon cycle is in a sign, it usually affects, like for example, it's a new moon Scorpio, right? So fixed signs will be affected. Scorpio, first and foremost. So check where Scorpio is in your houses. This is going to be these are going to be the houses that you want to set your intentions for, okay? Because those are the ones that are going to be affected. So set your intentions for those houses. So if it's in, your 4th house, set your intentions around family. If it's in your career house, your 10th house, set your intentions around career, etc. Now, Taurus is also going to be really affected. So check where Taurus is as well. I'll talk more about why, because it relates to Uranus, because Uranus is in Taurus, and that's doing the funky thing. So yeah. Definitely check on Scorpio and Taurus, but Aqua and Leo will be affected. Not as intensely, though. Not nearly as intensely. And again, early degrees like 1 to 10. More like 1 to 7, but 1 to 10. We'll say 1 to 10 to make it easy. I do love, though, that the new moon's in Scorpio, because new moons are about the new beginnings, just new, like new. And Scorpio is the sign of rebirth. Death and rebirth, but rebirth nonetheless. So you get kind of like that double amplified energy for anything new. I focus on new projects or career stuff. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I would not focus on new relationships right now. Like, and you'll get why. I'll be talking about that. But definitely, I would focus on new projects, even with Mercury retrograde. And I will get into that at a later time. So for those who are new to my moon videos, a lot of people end up liking to take notes after they've seen a couple. So I'm just giving you a heads up. You might want to get out your pen and paper for all these notes and little things that you want to take note of. And of course, you can always go back and rewatch it, right? But anyway, so let's get into Scorpionic energies first. So we have Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and the Moon all in Scorpio. This is pretty typical for a new moon where you have the Sun in conjunction, with the Moon, because that's what creates a new moon. Right? And then usually Venus and Mercury are usually conjunction with each other, unless they've done some like weird retrograde dance, but they're conjunction with each other. So a great time for emotional new beginnings, like something that you have a lot of emotion for, something you have a lot of passion for. This will be destroying a lot of our wounding, which we've already been doing for quite a while now. Even the full moon in Aries, we've been doing it since then, because we had some funky aspects happening with Pluto that was really pushing us to go there. Scorpio is going to push us to go there even further. Scorpio will push us to the dark side a little bit, but it's not a bad thing. It's a really good thing, because purging is going to be a lot easier during this time. It's not going to be as heavy sadness as we had with the full moon in Aries, which I know sounds a little strange, but given everything else going on, people are going to be more amped up, aggressive, as opposed to sad. Okay? So just know that. So it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. We also have, with Mercury and Venus, we're going to have very much an increase. We're going to have an increase. Sorry, I can't talk to you. It's been a long day. My English is not here. We're going to have an increase in focus, which I really like. There's going to be a really big increase in focus, emotional intensity, digging up truths, a lot of detail-oriented kind of behavior, which is why it's really great to start new projects with that kind of energy. And Mercury retrograding in Scorpio is just going to bring that even closer to the edge. Okay, so start on your new projects. I would do it even with Mercury retrograde. I would still do it. Okay, but that's basically just the Scorpionic energies that we have at play. However, when it comes to relationships, let's talk about Venus a little bit, because Venus has been doing a funky dance, and that'll lead us right into Mars. So on October 8th, Venus went into Scorpio from Libra, and Mars and Venus were hanging out in Libra for a few days. So Venus has now surpassed Mars, as far as the signs and constellations are concerned. And then on the 11th, we had the pre-shadow start. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for the 4444. Thank you for making them fours. I've been seeing fours everywhere. And thank you again for the happy birthday wish. Happy birthday season. That's so cute. Thank you. That's very generous. That's very generous. So the pre-shadow Mercury retrograde started on the 11th. So just a few days after Venus went into Scorpio, right? So for those few days, we probably had a nice like intensity when it came to our relationships. And then that retrograde energy started to build up. Retrograde doesn't officially happen until the 31st though, okay? But because it started to build up, there's a lot more like probing and obsession that kind of comes in with Venus Scorpio. So even though Venus and Mercury were in Scorpio together and really nurturing each other, it already started to get a little kind of rocky and not super awesome because of the retrograde pre-shadow energy. And like I said, it goes officially direct on the 31st, okay? So that's general Scorpio energies that we're dealing with. Hyper focus, very emotional, a lot of emotional intensity, deep thought, deep conversations, all about authenticity, revealing truths, all that good typical Scorpionic stuff. And of course, destroying our wounds along with this new moon in Scorpio, amplifying that, okay? Good stuff. I like it. I like it. Now let's talk about Mars. So Mars is in Libra. Mars does interesting things in Libra because, well, Mars is in Libra. It actually leans towards better listening. It actually leans towards better listening and people trying to make more fair judgments on people, more fair actions towards people. However, we have so much Scorpio energy going on, which is ruled by Mars, that it's kind of pushing the Mars energy a little too much. So with Mars in Libra, with all the Scorpionic energy, it's kind of going shadowy Mars Libra. And with any energy, guys, it's capable of going shadowy or light, and you can also use this energy to your best abilities. And even if we didn't have all the Scorpio energy, some of us could have been misusing the Mars and Libra energy. So just know that it is dependent on the person. But because we have all this push on Mars-like energy, Mars Libra shadow energy is imbalanced decisions, impulsive decisions, aggressive decisions, accusations, arguments, things of that nature. And that is being amplified with Scorpio energies because Scorpio is probing and it likes to dig stuff up, right? Just leading to more of that accusatory, aggressive, impulsive behavior and communication and ways of thinking. Obsession and paranoia is going to be really high here this time just because of that. Uranus is making that exacerbated. People are going to be crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, people are going to be crazy. But we'll get into that. One other thing that Mars is doing that I really want to point out is it's doing a dance with Saturn, Pluto, and the North Node. So this is really interesting. So let's talk about Saturn, Pluto, and the North Node. Saturn and Pluto, they're conjunction? Yeah, they're conjunction. That's right. So Saturn and Pluto are conjunction with each other. They're supporting each other. While Pluto is still working on dismantling the patriarchy, Saturn is also in Capricorn, the patriarchy. Pluto's in Capricorn, the patriarchy. So that's still at work, digging away. And also wreaking havoc, karmically speaking, as far as governments are concerned. Now, that's still doing that. I don't know why I'm doing this, like it's working its way or something. I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, we also have the North Node in Cancer, which is opposing Saturn, doing the same thing, okay? So we have two aspects, constantly kind of working it, doing the same thing, dismantling the patriarchy, also working on karma and Judgment Day energy that I've already been talking about for months now, and that will continue through to 2020. Now let's bring in Mars. Mars is squaring all three of those things. All three of those things. Square is a negative aspect for those who don't know. Let's see. Happy early birthday, WaterBaby. Oh, thank you. Oh, happy birthday. Yours is the 24th too, Christy. Oh, that's so cool. Excuse me. Oh my. A lot of October babies. Most people are born in October, which I think is actually really cool. But anyway, yeah, happy birthday to any other Scorpios, even Libras, because, you know, technically Scorpio season just started. We still have some Libra birthdays that are fairly recent. But anyway, so back to Mars. So Mars is squaring all three of those things while they're all doing their little dance to to cause Judgment Day energy. If we've done our work, we've done our work. If we haven't, we won't reap the benefits, right? And also dismantling the patriarchy. Now with Mars squaring all of that stuff, like I said, Mars is in Libra and it's now shadowy because we have so much Scorpionic energy pushing Mars energy, because it's ruled by Mars. So imbalanced decisions in government. So we're going to see a lot more impulsive, erratic decisions made by politicians and governments. And Uranus, which is adding crazy making to the mix and impulsivity and rebellion, we're going to see a lot more rebellious responses to those decisions being made within governments and by politicians. Yeah, it's just all supporting more of the dismantling. But yeah, it's going to get chaotic. It's going to get chaotic. Oh, we got a lot of birthdays here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm sure we got a lot of November people. November Scorpios. Most Scorpios are in November, right? Let's see. October 29th. Oh yeah, happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to everybody. But yeah, guys, so that's what's going on with Mars. And then Mars goes into Scorpio on the 19th. By that time, Venus is going to be in Sag, so that's going to be interesting. I haven't looked at all the aspects in November yet, like towards the end of November. But this first half, and you've been hearing me say it in videos. Oh, Kim McKay, thank you for the $9.99. Happy early birthday. We love you and your beautiful soul. Oh, thank you, Kim. That's really generous of you. Thank you for the support. God, I messed up my throat chakra already. God damn it, that distracted me. What was I talking about? Oh, that's right. So you guys have already been seeing me talk about this in videos with the first half of November, that every day is going to be kind of different. There's going to be a lot of towers, a lot of shocks, a lot of unexpected events. Yeah, it's going to be chaotic. We're going to see this happening in governments. We're going to be seeing this happening within our families, within our relationships. At the same time, there's also mad genius energy that we're going to be harnessing. So it's going to be crazy. All right. Now let's get into this Uranus aspect, because this is where mad genius and crazy making is happening. Let's see. I was just into a car accident. Oh God. And you know, Uranus is that this aspect is big for accidents. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. So first, this is why you need to also check where Taurus is in your houses, because this is where Uranus will be impacting you in the crazy making way and mad genius way. Scorpio and Uranus are both adding to the mix of mad genius. Okay. Uranus is just taking it to the next level with psychosis. I'm being a little dramatic, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm being a little dramatic, but these are energies at play. And I know you guys are already feeling it. I've already been seeing it. It's just something to be aware of. So Uranus is a planet of rebellion, innovation, also consciousness and creativity. And those are the pros. Those last two are the pros. And we'll save the pros for last to end it on a good note before we go into the dates, okay? Let's see. I love that color on you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love color. I love color stuff. I just do. And I love black, honestly. Like half my closet's black. Closet is black. Ugh. Anyway, so Uranus is rebellion. Rebellion and independence. Excuse me. So because of that, it's opposing the new moon. Exactly. Like Uranus is exactly opposing the new moon. So you've heard me talk about degrees. So the early degrees, 0 to 10, are the strongest. That's considered the strongest degrees for a sign. The new moon is in Scorpio. Uranus is in Taurus, both at 4 degrees. That's why it's an exact opposition. That's why it's so strong. It's a strong degree and it's exact. Okay. It's leading towards impulsivity. Here, I have them all written down here. Impulsivity, aggression, chaos, erratic behavior, impatience, anxiety, egotistic behavior will be up. Selfishness will be up. Oh, Beskian, thank you for the $4.99. I know it's not much. Oh my God, don't even. I mean, any little thing, I'm just like, oh my, you guys are so just generous. Honestly, I don't expect super chats. Like I don't do this with super chats. I do this because it's fun for me. So no, honestly, thank you for the $4.99. Even if it was 99 cents or a penny, I would say thank you. Anima, thank you for the $10. Moon in Taurus, really emotional, and Saturn is in Taurus in the 10th house. Trying to feel and heal. Thank you for your healing energy. Oh, definitely. And guys, like I know I've been a little snippety-snappity myself. I know I have, and I apologize. I'm trying to be better about that. I've been feeling this energy pretty early on. Anyway, so it's also leading towards more egotistic behavior. It's also leaning towards more selfishness and volatility and risky behavior as well, because we're going to be so impulsive from Uranus and Mars and all these Scorpio energies. Essentially, most of where the planets are at this time, that's creating this energy at the new moon that's carrying us to the 26th, which is the next new moon, all leans towards impulsivity and aggression. all of it, and anxiety, along with all the other stuff I've named. So it's really important to be careful at this time, because while we're being impulsive and wanting to go and do this and say that, we're not really paying attention as closely to what we're doing. So injuries and accidents will be high at this time. So just think before you do shit. Like, just think twice before you're like, I'm gonna go run up the stairs and grab that thing, or I'm gonna go run up the stairs with this thing in my hand. Like, just think twice before you go and do or say shit, okay? Also, when it comes to driving, please be very careful at this time. With technology in general, it's gonna be kind of funky, because Uranus, we have a big aspect like this with Uranus, technology acts up, and Mercury will be retrograding on the 31st. We will talk about that. We'll be acting up. So any kind of technology. So with your cars, please be careful, especially because people are going to be erratic and aggressive, road rage. Please be careful. Don't flip the person off. Don't cut the person off back. Just don't do it. It ain't going to be worth it during this time. Just do not do it, okay? Let's see here. I snapped on my Aries best friend the other day. Oh, yeah, guys, just try to be apologetic during this time. Like, be adaptable and apologetic, because Uranus is also bringing unexpected events, like events, like not just behavior, but also events. That's why I was saying every day is going to be a little different. Okay. And Scorpio is also bringing tower moments. So we have tower moments, we have unexpected events, we have chaotic energy, volatile energy, aggression. People are going to be confessing shit left and right and not really giving a shit just because they want to blurt it out, because it's also Scorpio energy. That blonde is everything. Oh, well, it's funny because I took the color out because I wanted to change my hair color for my birthday. Oh, IPCX box 234. Thank you for the $2. I just got into a car accident yesterday. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are never fun. Yeah, I'm not going to drive as much. Actually, maybe I'll just walk. I don't know. Not anything for me to think about right now. Don't need to go down that tangent. Anyway, so just stay aware, be alert, be adaptable, be apologetic, and please meditate during this time. Please meditate. Like, all of this impulsive, aggressive shit, not to mention we're going to be digging up truths and also healing. Morgan, Brittany, thank you for the 1111. Happy birthday. I'm Aries, Sun, Aqua. Whoa, Moon and Virgo rising. I love your readings. Oh, thanks, Morgan. I really appreciate it. Just meditate. Like, breathe. If you get triggered, do the whole 10-second count of breathing before you respond to somebody. Just wake up and meditate, go to sleep. Like, I'll probably be meditating at least twice, maybe even 3 times a day, honestly. Also, because of Uranus, I forgot. Oh, I almost got ahead of myself. The other thing to take note of with Uranus aspecting the new moon in Scorpio like this, emotional freedom is going to be really high, and independence is going to be really high. So people in relationships are going to want their space. They're not going to want to be all up on the other person, especially with all this accusatory, aggressive energy and paranoia kind of in the mix as well. So relationships might get a hard blow, especially if you have Taurus in one of your relationship houses, especially the 7th house. If you're early degrees, if you got 4 degrees Taurus in your 7th house, it's going to hit you hard in your relationships. Okay. So just be mindful of that. It is not, I'm telling you guys, like, I normally don't say this, but I would not start a new relationship right now. I would not. Like, everyone's going to be on edge. It's just not going to be the most ideal time. And then we do have pros. We do have pros to the crazy making mad genius energy, because it is Uranus. It rules Aquarius. It is Aquarians. You kind of are the mad geniuses, right? You are very innovative. You are very creative. We are going to have a lot of that energy. Okay. So intuition's also going to be up. Downloads are going to be up, because it's also a planet of consciousness. So pay attention to your dreams. This is another reason to meditate. Don't just meditate to be grounded and, deal with the craziness. Also meditate to get more downloads and intuitive hits, because that will be really high during this time. We're also going to see a lot more awakenings too, which is really cool. More people are going to wake up. There's going to be more shifts in consciousness, and definitely expect some more timeline changes as well. Let's see. I think I'll stay in hermit mode this season. Kim 5. I know. As I was looking over everything, I was like, oh God. I was like, I might just lock myself up and work on my own projects. I might just be doing that for most of November. But anyway, there's going to be a lot more people waking up. And it's interesting too. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I love just chatting with you guys. So I noticed this in a couple of the readings I did recently. I feel like the Aries reading I did, and possibly Leo, were for more like, how do I say this? Were for like the newer wave of counterparts. I really like, and it's funny because I've been talking to other light workers about this, where they've been asking me, have you had your new wave come in yet? Have you had your new wave come in yet? And I think they've come in because I saw some of the comments in the chat and I was like, oh, these seem like new people. I was like, these seem like people who are kind of new to the journey. So I'm just like, oh shit, like here we go, another round. But anyway, so more people are going to be waking up. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your downloads, meditate, and breathe. Okay. Oh yeah, so I talked about that. Oh yeah, creation and innovation. So this is another reason why it's really important to focus on new projects at this time. Uranus is helping you to create. It's giving you that mad genius energy, but so is Scorpio. Even though they're technically opposing, that's why it's kind of mad genius as opposed to genius. It's like the mad scientist that like they know how to do it, but they just can't seem to get the ingredients right, or they think they have the ingredients right and they're just working so fast and erratically. That's why it's mad genius versus genius, because they are opposing each other, okay? Because Scorpio is adding that focus, it's adding that detail orientation, it's being able to see the patterns of things, and Uranus is helping to innovate and bring new ideas and new perspectives. So create right now, even if it's in a mad genius way, just start creating, okay? So that's everything going on with Uranus. And like, I think I mentioned earthquakes and war is aspected. Did I mention that? I know there's a lot. Let's see. Drinks coffee madly. I love that. Oh my God. I would totally wear a shirt that would have that, like have like a mad genius drinking coffee. I would totally buy that shirt. Did I mention that about the earthquakes and war? I think I did. This aspect is also highly aspecting the possibility of war, rebellion, responses to government. Like, oh, I don't know, I did talk about that. And earthquakes as well. I'm not predicting things. I'm just telling you what's highly aspected. So just what's supported, supported by this energy. Let's see. So casually says earthquakes and war. Well, like I said, guys, like I'm not predicting anything. It's just highly supporting those energies. So if someone wants to start a war, this energy would push someone to want to do it even more. You know what I mean? When does it end? It's a new moon cycle. So up to the 26th when we have the new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Are we feeling okay, guys? Because we have now we have dates to go over, but are we feeling okay? I literally had a dream about hiding during a war today. Oh. I've had a couple warlike dreams too. Actually, one was technical. That was a whole dream space, actual fighting thing. I don't want to get into that. I'm sad and angry. Meditate, guys. Meditate and breathe. Stay sorted in your thoughts. Don't allow, that's the thing, guys. This is going to be a good test of keeping your emotions in check, okay? A really good test of that. If you can keep your emotions in check during this time and really think before you respond to people or respond to things, like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And as long as you also channel the energy too, like if you start feeling aggressive, channel it towards something creative, because creative energy is like really being pushed right now too. So just breathe and start creating anytime you get angry. Okay. Oh, that was weird how the light just did that. That was really weird. Anyway. All right, so let's move on to dates. So I have 3 dates here. October 31st for Mercury retrograde, and November 1st for Venus going into Sag, and then, oh, that's right, I forgot about that. And then November 8th, there's a really cool aspect happening, and I'm glad I made that the last note because it's really positive. It's really positive. Let's see. The lights, what was that? Yeah, I don't know what that was. It might have been my energy. Like I said, before I even started the video, I got hit with energy. And sometimes when that happens, it messes with my electronics and stuff. Like sometimes I'll walk in, like if I'm like that, if I'm like getting hit with energy and I'm basically like a battery, if I walk into a room, it'll like mess with the lights sometimes, or my computer or my phone, things like that. But you can always go back if you want to watch or see that again, I guess. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about Mercury retrograde. I'm actually really like not hating on this Mercury retrograde that much, okay? Because it is in Scorpio, and like I already said, Mercury in retrograding in Scorpio, it's retrograding the whole time in Scorpio, so it's not changing any other sign, including the pre-shadow and post-shadow effects or anything like that. And it leans towards focus. It leans towards revealing shit, bringing shit to light and all of that stuff. And it's also leaning towards a lot of creative energy, detail orientation, like I said before. So it's going to be great as far as work is concerned, projects are concerned. Of course, it does lean towards obsession and probing conversation, probing thoughts. Be mindful of the obsession that's going to make you insane, okay? Along with all the other Uranus energy and Mars energy that's also making us insane at this time. So anytime your mind gets a little crazy, I'm telling you, meditation's amazing. Like, it really is. It really is. Or just have like a happy place for yourself. Oh my God. Yetzer20, thank you for the $87. Happy birthday from this Gemini. Oh, I love Geminis. Oh, thank you. That is like, that's crazy generous. That's crazy generous. Thank you so much for that. That's like, that's an awesome little birthday present. Thank you everybody who has like sent me super chats and things like that. I like, and so obviously some of them are like really huge. Like I'm always baffled. Clearly, I'm always running out of words to say. So thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, find a happy place. Like, have a designated happy place before all this energy hits you. Of like, okay, anytime I'm getting angry, I'm gonna go to my favorite beach. I'm gonna go to my favorite forest, like just mentally. Like, just take yourself there, especially with the obsessive thoughts. There's gonna be a lot of obsessive thoughts about relationships and exes specifically. Oh yeah, that's right. Super Lazarus season. I'm gonna get into that. That's also really interesting. So just be sure to do that. Just be sure to do that, because now let's talk about, actually, that's everything I want to say about general Scorpionic energy. Let's talk about Lazarus season here, okay? Oh, Empress Dawn Tompkins, thank you for the $1.99. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Tompkins, what is that? I don't know why that name just stood out to me. Tompkins. Tompkins. Am I related to Tompkins? Sorry, I'm like ADD. I'm so sorry. I just like flashed to my ancestry family tree for a second. I think I'm related to Tompkins. Anyway, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Jesus, bring it back. Okay. Super Lazarus season. This is going to be an epic Lazarus season, and I'm going to explain why. So first of all, Scorpio, Lazarus alone is Scorpionic energy. Mercury's retrograding. That always creates Lazarus. That always brings people back. Always, okay? Mercury's retrograding in Scorpio. That alone is making this a very amplified Lazarus season for our past to come back. And for those who don't know what Lazarus is, because I know I got some newbies here, Lazarus is basically someone that you buried. It's someone that you're like, I'm dead. I'm dead, Jesus. I'm done. I'm done with you. You're dead to me. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. And then they come back, like your ex, or just people you don't want to deal with anymore. Here's the other reason it's a super Lazarus season. Because of Uranus retrograding. Retrograding in Taurus, opposing the new moon. It's unexpected events. Uranus is also going to be unexpectedly bringing people back from the past on its own, outside of Mercury retrograde and outside of all the Scorpio energy. So you have three energies that are amplifying and supporting each other to bring people back from the past, to bring our past back, okay? That's why it's going to be super Lazarus. It's not just going to be your ex from 6 months ago. It's going to be your ex from like 6 years ago or like a decade ago. It's going to be people like that, okay? And it's really for your benefit, because it's allowing us to close all these doors as well, and any karma that we thought we might not have like worked through, or any other wounds we might not thought we have worked through. So it'll help. But yeah, it's super Lazarus season. Also, here's something else that's really interesting. So because of this Uranus aspect with the new moon, again, unexpected events, Uranus will unexpectedly bring new people into your life. On top of this, okay? Unexpectedly bring new people into your life, and they're going to dip just as quickly as they came in. But given how long the post-shadow effect is for Mercury retrograde, they might just dip right back before the end of the year, okay? Like, I can't even make this shit up, guys. I can't even make this shit up. Empress Don Tompkins, thank you for the $1.99. I have to break up this super chat. Oh, no worries. No worries. Thank you. That's really cool. Don't worry about it. So you're going to have super Lazaruses, super zombies, super X's coming back. Why did I just flash to that? Sorry, I'm super ADD today. Why did I just flash back to that movie? Oh God, I love that movie where he like beats out all of her exes. Do you guys know what movie I'm talking about? Empress Dawn, thank you again for the others for the next super chat. Do you guys know which one I'm talking about? Where he beats, like he wants to date this girl, but he literally has to beat all of her exes. Oh, I know someone knows this one. Scott Pilgrim. Yes, that's like totally what it just flashed me to. It's so funny. Oh yeah, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I was like, it just flashed me back to that. Anyway, I'm a total dork. Oh, Allie, thank you for the 1111. Oh, thank you for the birthday wish. I really appreciate it. I think it'll be a good birthday. I'm gonna treat myself tomorrow. So yeah, Super Lazaruses, Super X zombies coming back, and new people coming in, dipping out, and I would say most of us will see these new people who dipped out on us come back before the end of the year because Post Shadow stops on the first week of December. All right. Yeah. Super Lazarus season. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And I did talk about that, starting the new. So I know you guys were curious about that because I mentioned this is actually a Mercury retrograde where I would start new projects. So to just kind of reiterate, because I don't know if I talked about it in detail, Julie Gunner, thank you for the $4.99. Keep it up. Oh my God, I love that. That is so cute. I got a lot of energy. I'm sorry, guys. Also indicative of this new moon, everyone's gonna have a shit ton of energy. So make sure you guys work out because it's like I am already amped up and I'm still getting blasted by energy, also giving me more energy. Ariel, thank you for the $2.99. Happy birthday, sister. Mine is tomorrow. Oh, that's so cool. Another 24th. I'm so ADD right now. I was about to talk about Libra Scorp cuspers. I'm not going there. I'm going to focus. I'm getting blasted with energy, guys. I'm sorry. It always makes me like this. So here's why I would start new projects during this Mercury retrograde. Like I said, Uranus with Scorpio, it's that mad genius energy. Creation is going to be really amped up right now. Also intuition. So you're going to get downloads about the things that you should be creating. Okay? That alone is like already a reason to start doing shit. Also with Scorpio energy, Mercury retrograding in Scorpio, it's digging up the truth. So you're going to see past any bullshit or illusions that might come with an agreement or a contract or a new project of some kind. You're going to see right through that. You're going to be hyper-focused. You're going to have a lot of energy. You're going to be very detail-oriented. You're going to be very much like picking through everything. You're going to be able to do it. So that's why it's like I would start a project during this time. And it's kind of like a super amped up new moon as far as like newness is concerned because it's in Scorpio. So that's why I would start new projects. I would not start new relationships given all of the combative energies that play. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. But definitely new projects. I think it should be fine. Yeah, I definitely think it should be fine, especially with the last aspect I want to talk about. Actually, I'll talk about that before I talk about Venus. Let's see. What would happen if we started a relationship? I think it would just be very combative. It'd be very combative. It'd be very aggressive, very like paranoid, like a lot of paranoia, accusations. People are going to be very aggressive during this time. And most people want independence right now and emotional freedom. So if you start getting into, and not to mention Uranus is bringing people in just to kick people out outside of Mercury retrograde. So if you meet someone new, they're most likely going to bounce anyway from this energy. And everyone's wanting independence and emotional freedom. And they're not wanting to hear other people's opinions and shit. So like, I just think it's not good energy to start a new relationship. Limb Loss Solutions Love, thank you for the $10. Thanks for taking care of us new babies. Oh, I try to remember that we have new people. Sometimes it's like, it's hard to remember that. But I do try. Another reason I would start new projects is because on the 8th, we have a really cool aspect happening. So sorry, my nose is itchy because I'm getting energy. Saturn in Capricorn is sextile with Neptune in Pisces. Sorry, I'm like my crown is so open all of a sudden. I really like this aspect because it's basically supporting development and growth in that Saturn, Capricorn, and Neptune, Pisces energy. So all of our dreams, our fantasies, like the dreams we've always wanted to make happen, the dream job, the dream whatever, typically a dream job, because it is Capricorn energy, actually has a good chance of coming to fruition. So if you've been putting in the work, discipline, Saturn, then you can make it happen. And especially if you use all this creative energy from Uranus and Scorpio, mad genius, and Mercury retrograde energy, also mad genius, you can really, truly make your dreams a reality. It's very possible. It's very possible during this time. However, if you don't put in the work, Saturn's not going to reward you for your work, right? Isabella, thank you for the $5. Your last Scorpio readings have been spot on for me. Oh, good, good. I love when readings resonate for people. And I know they can't resonate for everybody, but we readers try. Was thinking about starting to write again. I've been on a long hiatus. Oh, I would start. Even if you're just sitting at the computer looking at the screen, like just start typing and just see what happens. Like I think you're going to be very kind of amazed in all of this. But yeah, I really feel like, especially because of that aspect, like possibilities of dreams coming to reality, like that with Mercury retrograding in Scorpio and the Uranus aspect, like it's just prime to birth some kind of project, right? Of some kind of creative thing and creative endeavor that you want to do. What if your divine partner comes? Would you be a terrible time to go into union? I don't really want to get in the counterpart stuff. Hold on one second, though. Charlotte Abel, thank you for the $10. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Retrograde is notoriously not a great time to start relationships or to come into union with someone, notoriously. And given all this energy, I honestly wouldn't. I would do more of like a, hey, can we like take it slow until like retrograde's over? That's what I would do. But also the way I personally am looking at counterpart relationships, that union is not the ultimate goal. It's more about the spiritual journey is really the goal. Haley K, thank you for the 444. Happy birthday. I'm a Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my God, you're a triple Scorpio. That's insane. That's so cool. But okay, and so this is the other thing when I talk about new waivers, and then I'll talk about this last date I have, and we'll just hang out and chit chat a little bit. So with the new waivers, anytime I want to get started on this journey, codependency is really high. Codependency and attachment is a really big thing, and it's basically one of the hardest things to work through on the journey. For people who are a part of my wave, people who've done the work have mostly worked through that, and have finally come to the understanding that it's not about being with the person, it's not about being attached to the person, it's about the spiritual journey and the growth that came with going through all of that stuff, right? But the new waivers are really fixed on attachment and codependency right now. And those were kind of the comments I saw. Oh, Haley K, thank you for the 44. Sorry to interrupt. Thanks for all your love. Michelle Carroll, thank you for 333. Such a wonderful soul. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Did I miss any? I'm sorry, guys, if I missed any. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, I didn't. And so that's something I noticed in the comments. And again, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just speaking facts here. So new waivers are starting that journey of battling codependency. And I talked about codependency with Jessa Reed. Jessa Reed talked a lot more about it than I did, about her personal journey. Definitely check out that episode on Soberish. It's a podcast. Episode 19, we talked about that. But anyway, it's not about attachment. It's not about trying to be with them. It's not about that. It's just about working through your shit so that you can start doing more of your spiritual work and keep growing as a person. If you come into union, that's cool. Hey, honestly, like that is really cool if you come into 3-dimensional union. When people say coming into union, I think that's something that's been misinterpreted. It's really about like spiritual union, not physical. But if physical happens, again, that's great. But yeah, it's not about the attachment part of it. You know, so and I'm sure you guys have noticed I haven't talked about counterparts in quite a while, and there's a reason for that. Not just because of like where I'm at in my own journey, but also my guides don't really want me to focus on it that much anymore for the collective, especially given all the transitions we've been through this year regarding counterparts and our knowledge of counterparts and our understanding of counterparts. I have a very unpopular point of view on it, but it's just something I've come to understand, that it's not about a person, it's about a frequency. It's about a frequency that a person carries, okay? And I think that's why people get really caught up sometimes in the labels, because they want it to be one specific person. And again, that's the attachment. It's not about the person, it's about the frequency that the person's bringing to activate you and to trigger you and to help you grow, and then vice versa, right? That's why people go, oh, I thought they were my counterpart, and no, apparently this person's my counterpart, and that's what we have. You know, that's why I've talked about like my OG, my 1.0, my 2.0, right? Because it's a frequency, it's not a person. Anyway, that's a whole other video. I was like, God, I really spent a lot of time on that. Yeah, that's a whole other video. Let's see. You're gonna post this later. Oh yeah, it posts immediately once I'm done. It posts immediately once I'm done. Anyway, so let's talk about this last date, and then we can chit chat a little bit. So on November 1st, Venus goes into Sag from Scorpio. Mercury will still be retrograding in Scorpio during this time. Mars will still be in Libra at this time. Okay, so Mars is going to be really behind Venus. Oh, I guess that also relates to counterpart energy a little bit. Let's see, Allie Tarot. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Danny. Hey, WaterBaby. Hey, Peeps. Finally stopped to watch. Hey, Allie. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you again for your super chat. That was really sweet of you to do that. That was really sweet. Clyde is over it. Oh, yeah. Hey, mister. Yeah, he's been very crazy all day, so he's kind of tired from being mischievous. Anyway, so Venus will be going into Sag on the 1st. So normally Venus and Sagittarian energy would really lighten up a lot of this craziness between in relationships. Nikki Nicole, thank you for the $20. Happy birthday, beautiful. I'm a Pisces, Aries, cusp. We ever do cusp sign by themselves? Because last readings of Pisces and Aries were crazy. They were crazy. I super love you and sharing your gift with us. Thank you, Nikki. I probably won't be doing cuspy readings. I actually have some announcements that I know people are not going to like. I might as well announce it now. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in my life that I have to deal with, personal and professional. I don't feel it's appropriate to share it publicly, but there's a lot of stuff that's been added to my plate that I really have to pay attention to. So I actually won't be doing the weeklies the way they are right anymore. They're going to be coming bi-weeklies. So I'm actually having to, I'll say consolidate content to reserve time for other stuff that I really have to pay attention to in my life. Carol Chapman, thank you for the 5555. Do you mentor? I don't actually, but I've been asked quite a bit. It's something I've thought about, and it's something I'm not opposed to doing. But with all the stuff I got going on right now, I probably won't be mentoring. And thank you again for the very generous super chat, because that was incredibly generous. And I have been seeing 555 everywhere too. I've had tower moment after tower moment after tower moment this month. Like, this one for me has been just the epitome of tower moments. And I'm just like, God, and it's like, now it's my birthday, and I can feel that by the end of this week, I'm already going to have another one. Like, I already know it's coming. It's so weird when you're this intuitive. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you kind of know what's coming, but you don't really know. Like, they give you just enough, but they don't give you everything. Allie, Clyde is already exhausted by all this energy taking a sweep now. I want to be him right now. Allie, you're such a Leo. You're such a Leo. I'm so envious that Leos can do that. Leos can sleep anywhere at any time. A Scorpio can't do that. Like, Scorpios don't sleep. I've never met a Scorpio who sleeps well. My mom's a Leo, and she'll literally be like, I'm going to sleep. And like, just like a couple seconds, and she's like asleep. Anyway, Danny, you don't have to blow up my phone until all this clears up. Brooke and I will keep sending you love. Oh, thanks, Danny. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just personal stuff with family. Unfortunately, you know, life happens. And also, like I said, some personal stuff that professional stuff that I have to actually start paying attention to. Also, guys, like, that's something else I actually want to talk about. Okay, I'm like going way off track here. Anyway, I'll get back to Venus and Sag. That's something else to just kind of take note about with your own lives. It's really good to have change. It really is. I know not everyone likes change, but it's good to always adapt and kind of add something new to the mix, make little changes here and there. Because when it comes to energy, you know, I get this all the time. Like, why don't I get new this, or why don't I get new that? If you don't change the energy in your life or your environment or the things you do, energy becomes stagnant. Like, think of like a stagnant pond. Nothing really changes in a stagnant pond, right? But if you have a river, there's constant change. There's constant newness. There's constant new everything. If you want new opportunities to come up in your life in any aspect, you have to change something about your environment or the way that you do things. You have to do that if you want things to keep growing. Tara Ann, thank you for the $4.99. Happy birthday. Mine is, oh, I'm so jealous. You're your Halloween baby. Thanks for always sharing your gifts with us. You have helped me immensely the past few months. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Like, I love that about my job. I do. I love that about my job, which is why I'm not going to stop doing it, but I do have to make some changes accordingly. Carol Chapman, thank you for the 2222. I was the King of Pentacles, who you liked earlier in your miscommunication video. I contacted a bad psychic, just like you said. Oh, I'm sorry. It happens. It really happens, guys. Like, you guys, okay. I'm sorry. I'm so ADD right now. I cannot stay on one topic at a time. Have change in your life, adapt, even if it's just going to a new coffee shop, taking a new route to work, that alone changes energy. Okay. Now let's talk about that. Now let's talk about bad psychics. Yeah, guys, there are bad people everywhere. There are very ill-intentioned people out there who do have abilities. And if you go to a tarot reader or a psychic or whoever looking for answers and you got good shit coming to you, if they are someone who is ill-intentioned, they will give you they can give you bad information. Like I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. You know, and it sucks. It sucks when that happens to people, and especially with people in the community like this, where it's like, you know, we're all pretty woke here. We're all pretty woke. But you know, sometimes we just want that personal reading, and it's like we go to someone we've never met before, or we go to someone that maybe we've talked to like once or twice. If you do not know this person inside and out, like you shouldn't be getting readings from them. You know, you just shouldn't risk it. And even at the end of the day, I know it's gonna sound, but it's gonna sound cheesy, but it's just true. We have all the answers inside of us. We really do. We really do. And God, okay, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate from tarot readers now about what I'm about to say. When we get scared of is this gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? I need to find out if they're doing this or they're doing that. That's fear. And that comes from ego. And that comes from wounds. So if we just work on ourselves, we won't have that fear that pushes us to go after reader after reader after reader after reader. You know what I mean? Let's see. I finally caught you live. Oh, bye, Susan's Light. Bye. I finally caught you live. I really appreciate your readings. Cancer, Cancer, Sun. Oh, Jesus. Cancer rising and Taurus moon rising. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I love a double Cancer. I love a double Cancer. Here to show you how to put me out of business. Oh, Danny. Sorry. I mean, let's just be real about it for a minute, right? Like, that's the truth of it. And it's like, and people who are ill-intentioned in the spiritual arts, whether they have abilities or not, because there are some charlatans out there, they know that. They know that they can prey on people's fears to keep you coming back. Carol Chapman, thank you for the 1111. Please reconsider being a mentor. At least ask your guys before I run out of cash. I probably will be a mentor at some point in time in my life. I would not be surprised. Like, it's so funny. I talked about this on the podcast too. I talked about a class I took in graduate school, and it was a class about teaching. And I remember at the time, I was like, I don't want to take a class on teaching. I'm not going to be a teacher. I was like, I basically am a teacher for my living. I basically am. I think I'm good at it, teaching. I just, I probably will. I probably will at some point. Who knows? Who knows what spirit has in store for me? I've also just learned to surrender to spirit and whatever spirit like wants me to do and encourages me to do, because they know where I'm supposed to be. So you know what I mean? I mean, I'm always gonna do what makes me happy. I'm always gonna go for stuff. You have a podcast? Oh no, it's Jessa Reed's podcast. It's called Soberish. Definitely check it out. She's amazing. Oh my God, I love her. I love her to pieces. She's an amazing human being. She's incredibly intelligent, incredibly funny. She's lived a great life, and she is another light worker. She has a lot of experience, guys. She has a lot of experience, but definitely check her out. Definitely check her out. Yeah, it's called Soberish. I did a post on it on the community board, so you can see it. That you can get the link there. It's also on my Instagram. I think I did Facebook and Twitter too. I try to always post stuff everywhere when I think about it. I'm not big on social media, but anyway, really falling down the rabbit hole, guys. Okay, this last little thing. So Venus going into Sagittarius, this is like my third attempt. Venus going into Sagittarius. Usually that adds a lot of lighthearted energy, a lot of like, let's go on an adventure. Let's just enjoy it. Let's just have fun. That's on the 1st of November. Normally that's what would take place, but we're still going to be having this energy from the new moon. The full moon is on the 12th. Double checking. Yeah. Full moon is on the 12th, and that's going to be in Taurus. Oh. I need to look at that. Full moon in Taurus. Venus will be in, oh, Jesus. Venus will be in Sag. Mars will be in Libra. Venus, oh, geez. Oh, that might not be fun. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I can't help it. So full moon in Taurus is going to bring a lot more miscommunication. Yeah, it is. It's going to bring a lot more miscommunication. Anyway, we don't got to go there yet. So because of Uranus doing its thing until the 26th, because it's energy that's getting locked in with the new moon. Think of it that way. we're moving all the time. Planets are moving all the time. They're shifting all the time. And aspects are aligning at certain moments in time. Think of like new moons and full moons as like a snapshot. Think of it as kind of like locking in that energy until the next cycle. Think of it that way, even though stuff shifts. So that energy is getting locked in until the 26th of November, but it pitters out as time goes on. Sorry, my crown is like, my crown is like hurting. I'm getting blasted with so much energy right now. It's ridiculous. So even though Venus will be in Sag, it's not going to be super lighthearted as it normally would. And it won't be, if anything, I would think it's actually going to create more distance in relationships because Sag likes adventure. And even though Sag and Venus and Sag likes to have adventures with their partner, Uranus is still really pushing that independent energy. And Scorpio retrograding also leans towards independence versus togetherness. Scorpio on its own likes togetherness. Oh my God. A Scorpio loves to be together with people. They're very loyal sign, very loyal energies, very loyal sign. But when it retrogrades, it's quite the opposite. So it's actually going to add more independence. It's going to add more independence. Teenagers and people are disappearing. Politicians do not care what they are meant to do in this world. Oh, is this about South America? There's so much, like, don't even get me started on politics with South America. Oh my God. Between Chile, between Venezuela. I mean, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I gotta go, y'all. Man, Brooke and I love y'all so much. Have an amazing new moon. Oh, thanks, Danny. I love you guys too. I'll see you later. Thank you guys for dropping in. Thank you. Oh, guys, keep in mind, last thing, because I just remembered, tomorrow, the 24th and the 25th, I think I talked about this in a couple of the videos I did today. Is it geothermal? I think it's geomagnetic storm that'll be happening. Nicole Skinner, thank you for the $5. I'll go back and watch, but I want to send you love. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And Carol Chapman, thank you for the $2. I taught 20 years. I can teach you teach. I can teach you teach. I can teach you teach. Okay. What was I going to say? It's actually adding a lot of positive energy for the next couple days, which is good. It's going to be very positive the next couple days before this new moon energy hits us full blast. But a lot of us are already feeling it. Like, I'm already feeling it. My dreams have been so prophetic. I can teach you to teach. Oh, that's what you meant to say. I was like, I know there's a word missing in there. I feel like I have really good teaching skills. I mean, this is me super laid back and not super organized. But yeah, I'm good at teaching. I don't mind teaching. It depends on my audience. I guess that's what it is. It depends on my audience. Yeah, my dreams have been very prophetic. And I've been going to the Akashic Records a lot more. Like okay, I'll tell you guys this little personal thing. And then we can hang out for a little bit more, but we're almost at an hour, so maybe not too much longer. So I've been accessing the Akashic Records for a little while now, but because of this energy that I've been feeling, been exposed to, they've been more prophetic, and I've been able to see more, and I've been able to take home more, because a lot of times they wipe your memory, even though if you've been there. So I've been seeing my future kids a lot. And then I had a dream, like I was in the dream space, I was in the Akashic Records a couple nights ago, and they allowed me to see their names, and I actually saw it like in text, like I saw it written in text, and I was like, oh shit. So yeah, guys, it's crazy. So pay attention to your dreams right now, okay? So I'm just gonna hang out for a couple more minutes because we've been on for a very long time, and people gotta watch this again later. So let's see. I've seen babies before they come here. Yeah, I've also seen like other future children of my family that's supposed to come, which is really cool. My black obsidian bracelet broke. Oh, I'm sorry. Faced by Denise. You can get another one, or you can always, yeah, you can get another one. Sometimes that happens because it's done its job. Sometimes it happens because it's done its job. I don't dream anymore. I just don't remember them anymore. Sometimes we go through periods of that. Relax, it's just me. Sometimes we go through periods of that. I go through periods of that when I'm getting an upgrade. When I'm getting an upgrade, I don't remember shit. They don't allow me to remember anything. And then when I get to dream, like when I get to remember again, I'm like so excited. Can't wait for Patreon Live. And my mom agreed to therapy finally. Oh my God, Olive, that's so awesome. Congratulations. That's a big step. That's a really big step. I'm so happy for you. You have to let me know how that goes. Let's see. Oh God, it's going so fast. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch these. Ah, Victoria Lawrence. Oh my God, $49.99. Thank you for the $50, Victoria. That's super, super, super generous. Thank you. Juice Fruit. Thank you for the 1111. Happy birthday, Water Baby. Love your readings. Scorpio and Pluto in my 12th house. Why do we always have a Mercury retrograde near or in a water sign? Oh, it's not always. It's just dependent on what's going on during the year as far as shifts are concerned. Every year is a little different, you know? Every year is a little different. So it's just kind of been that as of late. But that's all. That's all. Let's see. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. It is really, really fast. I get downloads of things that I don't remember. It happens so fast. Yeah, sometimes that happens to me too. Like, I'll just be laying there and I'm getting so many things that I'm just like, okay. Like, I know I can't remember all of it. Can it become a bad thing when you're exchanging energy with counterpart who you perhaps had to let go of a while back but haven't? I wouldn't look at that as bad or not bad. I would just look at it as like how you're dealing with it, you know? Because when it comes to counterparts, like I said, attachment is not a good thing, but you're going to feel their energy from time to time, you know? Even if you're really trying hard to not, you're going to feel them. And it's about working through a lot of woundings and codependencies and things like that. And once you work through a lot of that, you feel a lot better about feeling their energy. So I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It's really more about how you feel about it personally, how it makes you feel to feel their energy. Cherubs Thunder, oh geez. Thank you for the 1111. Happy birthday. Thank you for all that you do. Oh, thank you, Cherubs. Thank you. Yeah, I think it'll be a chill birthday. I'm just going to be by the water tomorrow for the most part. So that'll be good. But yeah, guys, we've been on here for over an hour, so I should definitely go. It was a lot of information. We talked about a lot of shit. We talked about a lot of shit. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Sorry, can you tell I'm like tired and like I'm like all over the place. It's gonna be okay. Just create. Use this time to create and manifest like no other, guys. It's the best time for it. Sarah Bell, thank you for the $9.99. You're amazing. Have a beautiful high vibe birthday. My Alma's birthday is tomorrow. Oh, must be that produces awesome people. Oh, I like that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I like that. That's cool. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go. Have a great night. I won't be doing videos tomorrow. And my patrons who maybe didn't get that message before, I'm moving the Patreon live to the 26th. Okay. But yeah, guys, I'm going to catch you later. Enjoy. Aquarius will be up relatively soon. Aquarius will be up. But yeah, you guys will be okay. All right. Have a good night. Namaste. And thank you again for the super chats. And thank you guys for coming out. I know it was a long one. And thank you for all my mods who came out as well. Okay. All right, guys. Now I'm going to go. Bye.